Happy International Cat Day to everybody. Hope you've been having a good day. I've been mulling this over for a little bit. I wanted to talk about my experiences with a few cats lately. I've been doing some pet sitting, and the first cat I looked after, we'll call him Mr. G. So I just, got to know them, got to know their characters. And he's a very ordered cat. He'd come in at certain particular times. He'd catch mice, but he'd never disembowel them and leave them. He'd leave them whole, all very tidy. He is such a nice wee guy, and he just felt like he had a nice supportive energy about him. I'd been listening to a podcast about intention in the Akashic Records and how it's really important to be specific. And one of the examples she used was, like if you're looking for a new partner or, the love of your life or something, and you put that energy out there, but quite often it comes in the form of an animal because you haven't been specific, you've just been wanting unconditional love or something like that. So I was looking at him one day when he was giving me this nice supportive energy, and I'm like, was I asking for unconditional love maybe, and not being specific enough? And he's turned up for this little period of time just to help me, because it was maybe 5 weeks. But I thought that was quite funny. And then I went on to another pet sit where I looked after another cat, and his name is Mr. F, to protect their personalities, their home lives. So I was expecting him to be like the first cat, like he would be very independent, he'd go and I'd never know when he was coming back, kind of thing. But no, this guy, he'd go do his business and then he'd come back. He was very present. He wanted to snuggle. He was always there, always with us. And that was quite nice as well, because I didn't have to worry that maybe he'd gone walkabout. And he was quite, not vocal, but he had this nice little noise he'd make without opening his mouth, and he'd get his point across. And he was also good at sign language, like, I want to drink out of your cup while you're drinking it, kind of thing, like I need a drink. And he used to snuggle on me, and he'd need me, kind of like the little kittens need a mother cat. I'm like, no, it feels like, he's like my baby. So, cut a long story short, I got my friend Claudia to do a check-in for me just to see what the deal was. And so Mr. G, the first cat, his soul gift is divine order. And that made a lot of sense, actually, when I thought about it. His household, they've got 3 boys, and it can be quite chaotic. And if people, animals too, with divine order, they don't like chaos. They like things to be ordered and tidy. So he was hanging out with us a little bit more because we're a lot quieter than 3 boys. And then Mr. F. So he had divine compassion. So it's all about community. Like, we were all his little community at that time, and he wanted to be with us, so that was quite nice. And divine communication, and I'm like, he was very good at getting his point across to us. And she also checked past lives between me and them. So Mr. G, I had a past life and a relationship with him as a human, and I was Mr. F's mother in a human past life incarnation. So it just validated my instincts, and I thought, well, this is quite cool, applying soul gifts, going from people to animals, and seeing what makes up their personality. And I do like cats. maybe a little bit crazy cat lady like, but yeah, no, I just find that fascinating. And then, you know, by knowing the soul gifts, then you get to understand what makes them tick, just as the same goes for people. So now that I'm getting more used to it, I can look at somebody, go, oh, I can see, you know, very obviously if they've got divine order, why they are who they are, and that they're not getting at me, or it's just because they like things to be tidy. And, you know, that's not my thing. So, yeah, not to take anything personally. And knowing about that with animals too is, yeah, it's quite special. So, coming round to it, since it's International Cat Day, should we have a go at channeling Spirit of Cat? So I asked to be connected with the most perfect cat of 100% pure divine light, or the Spirit of Cat. I just saw this beautiful, brilliant diamond light coming down from above. And it was, almost Egyptian-like energy. So what have they got to say? Take care of yourselves. Know what is good for you, as we do for ourselves. Be more cat-like. Stretch more. Purr more. Sit in the sun. You don't have to avoid the shade, but seek out the sun. Bathe in its warmth and its glory. You'll be more peaceful that way. Allow its light in to fill you up. To chase away all that does not serve you. To release the energy that is not right for you. We cats know best. We are always on the go, energetically speaking. We work hard, we play hard, and we relax even harder. Take a leaf out of our book. Be more cat-like. You don't have to go wondering or wandering. It is more than right to stay within your neighbourhood. Just enjoy life and all that it has to offer you. Just be more cat-like. That's the biggest offering we have for you. Be more cat-like, and you shall see what follows. Only the best. It's not about wondering about the sorrows. It's about bringing the light, eradicating the dark, the dense, the lower density frequencies. It's about always shifting, moving, changing, growing, glowing, working with the light, filtering it, freeing it, bringing it all in and then letting it all out. Honour yourselves and honour the light. Thank you. yeah. So, be more cat-like. Sounds like fun, and I wish I could purr, because I'm sure I could heal so much more. Anyway, hope you've been enjoying International Cat Day. Thank you for watching.